So hey guys, and welcome to part 3 of Darkness Within, in pursuit of Loath Nolder. Last time out we found a cabin in the middle of nowhere, full of some strange stuff, and a strange guy as well. And then we came home, and we needed to rest, because we started feeling a bit odd. We found a bit more about this strange case. But now it looks like we're having another nightmare. I don't know what to think about it. Ooh. Very white screen all of a sudden. Okay. It's daylight. For a change. Maybe we're not having such a bad day after all. It's so beautiful here, this vista is stunning. Okay. Is that the moon we're seeing this eclipse? Something's wrong. Yeah. It's getting dark all of a sudden. Because of an eclipse. Because of course it is. And we're awake again. Looks like we're doing alright. Ah, what's happening to me? What's the meaning of this dream? It was so vivid, I cannot be sure it was a dream. I'm starting to get tired of this. Well, you went to bed just before it and you woke up just after, so I think it's safe to say it was a dream. It's almost midnight. He's saying, let's go to this cabin again. Alright, okay. So we got to go back to the cabin that we were at, where we met the strange guy. Only the silent, sleepy, staring houses in the backwoods can tell all that has lain hidden since the early days, and they're not communicative, being loath to shake off the drowsiness which helps them forget. Sometimes one feels that it would be merciful to tear down these houses, for they must often dream. It's H.P. Lovecraft. The lights are on in the upstairs. There's still someone there. What should I do now? We will continue checking the place. I better be careful, he says. Okay. Let's take a quick look around. He may have come out of this room, or the opposite one. The sound of the door was nearby. I should check more carefully here, he says. Oh yeah, there was a trapdoor there, wasn't there? And that guy gave me a set of keys. That guy gave me a set of keys. He must have come from there. From down below. Ooh. That looks interesting. Will I go down? Of course I will. Why wouldn't I go down? It smells almost the same as Mr. Field's cellar here. Okay, well, let's go downstairs. See what we can find. Okay, what's in here? What do we have here? A cabinet, and it's got some stuff in it. Okay, some carved rock. On the back of this we've got a spiral. A blob of some kind. And another kind of blob of some kind. Almost looks like a bull. The one on the top left resembles a spiral. That almost looked like a bull of some kind. Oh, it's a face with a horn. A horned face. And it's another face. But nothing of interest on any of those. Let's see what else is around. What's this? I don't know what that is. This is an interesting thing. There's a moving pointer which has some ink on it. I think this is some kind of marking tool. Okay, I've said that twice. Just so you're aware of what it is. There's a door underneath it. But that's locked. Okay, looks like we're not going to be going anywhere there just now then. Let's see. That door's locked. Okay, we've got a well-lit door at the bottom though. Okay. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is where I want to go. That's the bottom. Oh, what's that on the wall? Some kind of symbol that depicts an eye. Interesting. What's this room? Some sort of generator room. I don't know quite what it is. What's this? Okay, there's a crate and it's got some rifles in it. Some old bolt-action rifles of some kind. What's this? An electric fence. Why would there be an electric fence there? It's obviously on because I can hear it humming. Let's turn the power off. What's that? Some putty here. It may be useful. Why was it stuck on there? Why was there putty stuck on there? That's a bit odd. Right, can I get in here now? Oh, I can. What's in this crate? Nothing, it's empty. Just straw. There's obviously something important or dangerous was kept here. Oh, could be. Could be. I don't know. Let's try the room opposite this one. That looks like a... This almost looks like a cell of some kind. A candle holder. Yeah, that's what it is. What's this? There's someone in there. Some crazy person. Yeah, who is that? He says the world is trembling. He doesn't look human to me. He does not look human to me. Tremors. That's interesting. Oh, he has a moustache. Are you okay? Is someone holding you prisoner here? Did I come from the depths? I don't know. I guess I must have done. The bowels of the earth. Hopefully not. It's a bit scary. Hell. Unlit hell. Now, what is this place? A link between above and below. Oh. This guy's definitely lost it a little bit. As you'd expect from a kind of Lovecraftian story. He's not all there. He's heard sounds. He's too insane to help me, that's true. That would be the question. That would be the question, wouldn't it? Can I have that candle? Looks dark inside. It does. Is there some way that I can light up the way inside? Like, take that. Do I have a candle or a light of some kind? No. Can I need a candle. How do I... Let's see. Looks dark. Looks dark. Yeah, I get that. There's a light right there. This will be useful. Now he takes it for some reason. Okay, what's around? Not much, but there's something there on the floor. There are some papers here. This handwriting. These are Mr. Field's notes. This must be his jacket. There's a key in the pocket. Okay. Anything else? Nothing else. Okay, let's take a look at... These are the last part of his notes. Lately I've noticed some great changes in the behaviour and appearance of Ivar. He looks paler, speaks less, and this is getting increasingly worse. I first noticed these changes 2 weeks ago when he knocked at my door on a stormy night. He was all wet but seemed unaware of this. When I invited him to come in, he hesitated at first, then quickly came in. His hands were shaking so much that I thought he had a nervous breakdown. He didn't speak often, seemed like he talked under compulsion, bloodshot eyes, sweating profusely. I asked him to stay in the house and he did without hesitation. Whenever there were noises, it was noticeable how his mood changed and fear enveloped him. He would look around desperately, but he said there was nothing wrong. Strange incidents have occurred which have even made me look at myself suspiciously. I hear unidentified screams. Most of these sounds were not clear enough to be distinguishable. I thought there were some animals in the well. Maybe. Gnawing sounds coming from far away. The house is trembling more noticeably. And then just about earthquakes and whether they're natural or not. Interesting. Let's get out of here. Can I put this candle back? I don't know, let's just get out of here. Oh, there we go, we put it back. Okay. Let me see what's down here. No, I can't really do anything there. Can't see anything, it's too dark to go any further. Let's get out then. Uh-oh. Someone's here. It's got to be that guy that we spoke to before, hasn't it? How do you know my name? He knows more than me, more about me than can be imagined. Are you Loath Nolder? Well, yeah. Among other people. Do you enjoy playing these games? It's more than a game. How do you know about me? Told me now I wouldn't believe him. Come out, show yourself, there's nothing to be afraid of. I don't have a weapon. Yeah. You're wondering if I have a weapon, yeah, that's true. You're aware that you're a wanted murder suspect. He's trying to confuse me. Stop the nonsense and show yourself. They? Who are they? Yeah, what is he? I have to find out the rest on my own. Leave now before they catch you. Who? Something else. Something made me afraid. He's gone. We should probably get out of here, like he said. Where's the door? Uh-oh. There's noise. Someone is coming. I need to hide. Turn round. Can I leave? Go in there. I'll wait here. Let's listen for these people to pass. It's a bit creepy. Oh, here they come. I can hear voices on the stairs. Have they passed? I think they're gone. I should immediately leave this place. Yeah, good idea. Just get the hell out of here. Hurry up, they're coming. What are you doing? Move. Go. I have to get out of here before I get caught. You're right, I do. Get out of here now. Go. Just leave. Do you wish to leave? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Right now. Okay, that was a bit creepy. So there's some scary people down there. Going at night wasn't the greatest of ideas, was it? Oh, we're home again. I guess we're going to rest again. Let's see what's happening. He's having another bad dream. He has them every night. Oh, it's bright white again. Okay, what have we got? It's freezing cold outside. He's not going to go outside. Okay, we got a piece of paper of some kind. Not entirely sure what it is. Seeing what there is around, there's not an awful lot. There's something else, like a tablet of some kind. Like a stone tablet. There's another bit. Looks like a domino. Okay, so what have we got there? It's like a musical instrument. Yeah, like a horn. It resembles a didgeridoo. I mean, it's a bit twisted to be a didgeridoo, right? But I suppose. Looks quite ancient. So, are these holes used to make this thing produce sounds? I guess so. I wonder... Can I combine these? It gives me the creeps. Chilling. Can I... If I link these up... Use this and do the thinking mechanism. And we've combined it into one thing. Looks like... I mean, it could be music notes. Okay. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4. 4 holes? Let's see. Or, let me see. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4. Something's happening. Oh, everything's shaking. Everything's going crazy, shaking up. What's going on? And I'm awake again. That's an interesting nightmare. What are these nightmares doing to me? Or am I going mad? I feel exhausted, all my energy's drained. I still feel tired. How long have I been sleeping? What? It's the 13th of November. It was the 10th when he went to sleep. He's been asleep for 3 days. I mean, yeah, 3 days lost. That's just weird. 3 days. How do you sleep for 3 solid days? Yeah, time loss. I wonder if the test results are ready. Better ask Arthur. Well, it looks like we got to phone Arthur then. Let's see what he's got to say. It's me, Arthur. Well, not great, to be honest. I've just slept for 3 days. It's a good way to make sure the tests are back. Sleep for 3 days. Oh, he's got the report. Neural medication mixed with a hallucinogen. Someone's gotten access to our medicine. Okay. Right. That was the results of the medicine analysis. We're going to go back to this cabin. Hopefully now... hopefully now there's nobody here. I hope no one's here this time. Well, the lights are off, so that's a good sign. Let's go in this place this time. There's that pot. I wonder if I can do something. We might be able to get this paintbrush working. Pouring some paint thinner into that pot. And then putting the paintbrush in it should get us a paintbrush. Yeah. Okay, so now we've got a usable paintbrush. If only it was as easy as that. Okay. Okay, we're up in this attic again. Because there was something... No, hang on. Not that. We got some keys, and I just remembered there's a desk here, isn't there? That was locked. Just there. See if these keys work for it. I have to look closer at the lock first. Oh, that looked like it worked. Okay, so we've got a desk. What do we have? What is that? That's odd. I may find a use for these sticks. They seem crafted for a certain purpose. Do they? Okay, that's good. What else is here? That looks like a map of some kind. How do I zoom in on this? It's a map. And on the back there are some sigil type symbols. Okay. What else do we have? A selection of letters. Okay. Dear IB, that'll be Ivor. I'll try to write down completely all the information regarding to the strange disappearance of Mr. R, which I've learned directly from Mr. FV. They don't have names. I beseech you to send this mail to Mr. Kerwin too, so he doesn't need to be cut down in name. Because as you know, I have to leave for Salele today. About a month ago, Mr. R had written a letter to Mr. FV, mentioning a police operation was being conducted in the area where he was living, and how he felt uncomfortable because of this event. According to what Mr. R said, police heard unusual things, and because of this, started their investigation in the suburbs. Some people have been arrested, but the reason for the arrests has not been announced publicly. Something about Gabonese sailors, what they brought from the eastern Indian islands. Mr. R tried to retrieve information regarding these sailors. They gave some objects from some eastern Indian islands, where they often sailed with merchant ships. Some unknown persons in the suburbs at a tavern called Knight's Head. He learned from an undependable source, a drunk, that police seized one of those objects in the course of the investigation. According to the drunk, they sold a very ancient parchment to someone named Legrois, and were paid very generously. Legrois, Legros, Legrois? I don't know. Then they quit sailing and went back to Gabon. No replies to his sailors were coming. His letters were coming from Mr. R, and when he went to his house, he wasn't there. He's now residing at Mr. R's house, waiting for further orders. Okay, what's this one? You may be worried because you haven't heard from me for some time, but I assure you you'll be surprised when you see the things I've found. In the package that I've sent you, I've added all the copies of my discoveries together with the notes about what I've written. It's very noticeable that they're very ancient, but still I think they were copied from an even more ancient source. We're looking for a clue in this. When you inspect the notes I've added, they'll be clearer. I think the sign with an Ouroboros around it serves as a key or source for the others. And I still can't understand the meaning of the diagram, on which the familiar celestial bodies are shown in strange locations. Even if I want to talk about these things excessively, I have to stop here for now. I have to travel shortly and I won't return for 1 month hence. You will not be hearing from me during that time. I'll tell you what I am going to do. 28th of November. I feel like dates are important and I'm looking for some kind of clue. Someone's date of return to their residence, but who will return where? Okay, that is a clue. But it looks like it's not required yet. So what's this letter about? Hi friend, I want to proudly announce to you that we've discovered what we've been seeking. The city was lying buried in the sand 1 mile northwest of the location we last dug at. According to local legends, all the inhabitants were killed when it was buried under the sands because of their sins. These legends have greatly influenced the locals, as we noticed when we excavated the city. We uncovered it after 2 weeks of exhausting work. The first things we noticed were the skeletons and abundance of bones scattered everywhere, some of which appeared to have been gnawed on. We found parchments which contained pictures and some strange hieroglyphs in a cave that was most likely used as a library. The sections with pictures look like they're about necromancy and sorcery. One parchment in particular is very exciting because it has some sections that look like the Voynich manuscript, which is thought to relate to the Botanic. Some buildings stained low altars which have really exciting symbols on them greet the eye. Some sort of thing just updated. A clue updated. Desert's not as auspicious as it first seemed. I listened to the sounds which Marco Polo had mentioned. I could say he was right. Some nights speech and music were heard so close to our camp that it would be fatuity not to try to record them. The only thing we had were screams of the wind. I think this discovery is an important step on the way to our ultimate goal. Shalif bin Humar. Whoever that is. Brother, I hope you're alright. Happily, I want to declare to you that the EB problem's been solved. The little building in the garden's under our control now, and we've already started to examine it. Since we couldn't take that old fool's house in ordinary ways, we've used the last and most direct solution. Now JD is residing there. I'm sure you'll want to join him in his examination. To communicate with him, please use KD78GT8. Right, well, it's looking for clues. That's obviously a clue. There's a weird combination. Seems like an encrypted combination of numbers and letters. It certainly does. I wonder. Let me try something. This has got letters on it as well, obviously. So K D 78 GT8 GT8. Let's try ringing it. No one's answering. Nobody's answering the phone. I better ask Arthur to find out whose number this is. Who's Arthur and why does he do everything for him? I don't understand. Arthur, I need a favour. Oh, favour after favour. He's happy to give them. I notice he's not saying to me, oh, you shouldn't be working right now. As told in the time, subsequent to a green-coloured smoke, a dim flame was seen, but the mentioned face wasn't. I'm not sure that I could read the prayers correctly when the waters have risen. I'm not certain about the part that I believe is to be said when the moon is at the right location. Some sort of invocation of some kind. There was another desk there, wasn't there? That one, which also had a lock on it. Maybe the keyring we've got will unlock this one too. Well, it looks like it has. So we've got another desk. I've begun to examine the special wooden sculptures that Mr. Kerwin obtained from Africa. These identical wooden sculptures have a hidden compartment in them which is protected by some kind of locking mechanism that I haven't been able to figure out. Okay. I've also seen firsthand one of these sculptures in one of the places that we discovered with the aid of the maps. These sculptures are important. Inside the one I opened, I found various kinds of leaves and an eyeless dead insect which I couldn't identify. Having no eyes, it made me think it's a species of insect that lives its entire life in dark and deep caves, where no sunlight ever penetrates. Doesn't know where anything else came from. All my research concerning the diverse same mixture has not yet yielded satisfying results. This indicates its preparation has been protected extremely well, or that knowledge of it's been passed on through oral traditions. Right, what else is around? There's a key there. What else do we have? What's that? That's the thing I just read. Or is that the thing I just read? Yeah, no, that was the thing I just read. Using the marker on the old maps is a great way to find the places, but the condition of the maps is deteriorating rapidly. To avoid any further damage to them, they've been placed in a special cabinet for storage. We've discovered a lot of places by using them, and our research continues. The ruins that were found 350 to 400 metres from there lead me to believe this place was an ancient settlement. Perhaps the ruins were once a town that belonged to the folk called Yather that lived on Northwood Mountain long ago. Well, okay. Let's see what else we can get. Was that ink? Looks like a bottle of ink. Maybe we can stain the paintbrush with some ink. I've covered the paintbrush with ink. Okay, so let's now go down and let's look at those chambers that we were in before, but that we had to run away from. That was in this bedroom. Alright, down we go. Let's see. This room. I think this room. Ah, yeah, I've got an idea. If I take this and turn it round, this blob of putty hopefully will give me a better impression. Yeah, that impression's definitely better. Now we can see the symbols. Okay, well that helps in a way. But I wonder if I do this. I've painted the putty with the brush, so now we've got the symbols much clearer. Okay. I wonder. How do I get out of this? Come on. Let me get away from this. Right, that's a creepy statue, but let's not worry too much about what that is. Go back up. And just see what we can do up here. Because there's a blank bit of paper over there that we can press this onto. Just there. I think. This should work. It should give me a pressing of what that is, and there we have the paper. Right, that's helpful. I'll go back down though, because there's still other things to investigate down here. Just scared obviously that somebody could end up coming down. I wonder... This door... I'm wondering if that key that I found most recently, this one, works for this safe. Oh, it does. On that, it would appear, is where all the maps are rolled. There are lots of maps, each of them marked with a series of numbers. I think that's a serial number. Okay. I have no clue which one I should look at. There are just too many of them. Well, that doesn't really help, does it? There's nothing we can do there, but maybe we can find out from like Nolder's notes, or... Yeah, did he not have some weird papers and we didn't really know what they were? with some combinations. I think that they did. I'm sure he did. I'm sure I remember seeing something with weird combinations on it. I didn't really think anything of at the time. Yes, I want to leave. I want to go to Nolder's office. Right, let's see. I'm sure there was something in his desk. Like a piece of paper in one of these drawers. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that one. That is definitely interesting. Let me see. I'm trying to see what happens. I wonder. I can draw on stuff. Can I draw on like that? Seems to be a list of symbols. Numbers look like the map IDs I saw. Okay. Actually, before we do that, there's also Wellsmoth Myths and Legends. Yeah, there's Curse. Seems to be the main thing we're looking at. Seems to me that there must be something to do with this piece of paper. But I don't know, like, if I go around all of these, does that do anything? Just a list of symbols. But there's obviously 4 things. Ah, this is the weird eye symbol I saw that says WMT. Can this stand for Wellsmoth? I mean, it might do. This could be the map number. I should check it out. Well, in that case, these are all Wellsmoth then, aren't we? Aren't they? All of these WMTs. Because those are all Wellsmoth. Symbol also has WMT. I wonder what it stands for. Do I have to mark them individually? Okay, let's do that then. It's also WMT. More likely it stands for Wellsmoth. Well, why is he now asking what it stands for then if he knows? And that one. It looks like... Let's go out of this. I wonder if we can think about what these are. Let me think. That was that eye symbol. Let's just combine these and see if they mean anything. Because they all seem to be from the same location geographically. Maybe something else. I don't know actually. That doesn't really help me with anything, does it? Key found in the jacket may open a door in its owner's house. Yeah, okay, well that's fine, but that's not what I'm looking at right now. I think that's probably it. Those are all... Yeah. That all seems to be about all we can do here. So let's go now back to the cabin. We can see what these symbols represent and if we can find the maps that are required. Just go straight there, no point messing around. Back to where the maps are. Let's not dwell too long where we need to be. This cupboard is now ours. Here's the map with I00548. Is that it? Okay. Well, let's see if we can look at this. I'm going to assume this is for charting something. Okay, so now I have a map. Let me see. How does this work? Oh, I see. Actually, I wonder. Yeah, I think maybe. Let me see here. Is that what I want? I need to work out exactly where the marking point is on this. Is it that? Will you mark this place? Yes. Okay, so that's one place marked. Huh. I wonder. And what about that? Yeah, mark that place with the symbols that mark alongside it. And then we had, it was 0.03 by 1.04. Uh-oh, made a mistake there. I think that's what I want to do. And it was 104. Have I just done it again? No, I haven't. Let's see. Let me check. 03 by 104 is that symbol. And was it 904? I think. I think that's a 904 by 204. Let's just try that. Yeah, that's right. So we've marked all the places in Wellsmouth. We'll take the map. Let's see. So what do we have here? Whole Stone. I've no idea where that is. Wolf Spray. Never heard of it. This is where Ivars' cabin is. No idea about the other places. The map has no signs or markings other than Red Town. He's never heard of Red Town either, so none of those make sense. But maybe Clark's house, he seemed to have a few interests in historic documents and locations. Maybe he can. Maybe that can shed some light on where these areas are. We don't really have any idea of scale on that map either. Do I wish to leave? Yes, I do. Is that his house there? Yeah. Plus, we found a key for something in his house, so it's got to be worth a look, right? Here we are. That was a locked door. So that key that we found should be for this door then. It really was Clark Field's jacket. Apparently so. Right, so what do we have here? Not an awful lot. A small corridor and another door. Oh, a dining room slash kitchen type thing. What's this? There's a bit of paper there. What is it? Gunshots in the Northwood Forest. 2 days ago at about 2:45 a.m. a forester named Herman Greel reported he heard some cries and gunshots which came from the depths of the Northwood Forest. He said he was surprised because the gunshots sounded like they came from older rifles, like the ones we found underground. No hunting takes place in that area, and even if it did, the sounds were too violent and rapid to be from hunting. They sounded like an armed conflict. And there we've got a story about an eclipse. There'll be an eclipse of the sun. We see the reflections of this event on television and in newspapers and magazines every day, but I don't want to talk about the scientific nature of this event here. I want to deal with the ridiculous claims of some esoteric groups who are keeping the press busy lately. They're starting to worship the eclipse as a sign from their unmentionable god, whose coming some of them have started to prophesy together with other esoteric ideas and with secret meetings. It seems the authorities do not take this seriously. However, it's obvious these people have psychological problems and are in need of immediate medical care. Might not be wrong. There's some pieces of burned paper and something is melted in the fire. Nothing we can do about them though, because they're destroyed. There's another door here. Where does that take us? Looks like just a room for storing junk. Oh, but there's a statue. We saw one of them in that other thing with the dots on its back. In fact, it was upstairs, wasn't it? Can't open it, it's stuck. These are these things that they were saying were holding the stuff inside them. The whatever it's called. The weird hallucinogenic substance. I think there was one upstairs. I believe there was one in a room up here. It was in this, yeah, it was in this library, I think. Although I'm sure we also saw it in a vision. 2. What's that? Hey, look, there's one. Again, it has these markings. Oh, this one we can open. Okay, so this one we can actually get open. And what do we have here? Sticks. Twigs, I don't really know. Doesn't make sense. Maybe it does. Maybe it does, actually. Ah, look. See these positions on these things? Well, if that one's higher, it must be set on that position. This one's there, so it must be set on that position. And that one's there, so it must be on that position. So those would appear to be something you use to open these statues. But are those positions the same on the other one? Or not? Well, I guess we're going to find out. guess we're going to find out. Because that statue looks almost identical to this one in terms of where these things are. And obviously, it doesn't open. It's stuck. So what we want to do is get these... I wonder... Okay, so we can put these sticks in here. Oh, excuse me. And I reckoned they were in those positions. But I don't know what that actually does. Let me think. I wonder, actually. Oh, that did something. Aha! So we have another eyeless bug. And what looks like a rolled up leaf. Yeah, look, it has no eyes. And it's a kind of purplish colour. What about this? A rolled up leaf of some description. That doesn't help me. Does he not? I can't tell what kind of tree that came from. And that's the insect, which has no eyes, as we can see. Or, well, maybe, I mean, maybe it sees in some other way. Who knows? But I think this has something to do with that particular... I think this has something to do with that... Oh, I can't move. Oh, I don't feel well. What's happening? It looks like he's about to collapse, to be honest. Let's get out of here. What are you doing? Oh, something's happening. Looks like I'm about to black out. How many days is he going to be asleep now? Okay. It's another bad dream, I think. Or another dream of some kind, anyway. Because it usually is when he has these collapsing incidents. Okay. Where are we? Looks like the hallway to his home. No, it doesn't. So what is this? It's an interesting looking place. Let's go through this door first. Oh! We're here! Give me just 1 second, because something's annoying me. Okay. So we're in the hallway which is to our home. Oh. There's someone in there. This is my room, but it's different. There's someone sitting on the bed. Who are you? Excuse me. What else do we have? What is that? Some sort of blue thing on the ground. Hey, should there not be a dream catcher there? But it's gone. Okay, there's nothing to find there then. We can't do anything, although it's interesting. Lock's broken. An unbearable heavy odour is coming from that door, but I don't want to go in. That door doesn't exist, apparently. that where we just came from? Yeah, looks like it is. I wonder. What about here? What is this place? Okay. What a beautiful room, he says. It reminds me of somewhere. Let's take a look. Nothing out the window. Just clouds. What's this? It's locked. Oh, but we have circular markings. I think these are supposed to line up. How am I supposed to line these up? I feel like these markings are supposed to be lined up. But how do I wonder actually. Damn. I feel like I need to line these up with each other. And then... But I can't. Oh, hang on. I can't seem to line them up with each other properly. Oh, hold on. Aha! Why is it doing that? I thought I'd almost got it, but no. Okay, but if I set this about that far away from that on that side... No, that didn't help. This puzzle looks like it might be undoable for me. I can't see it. Well, let's try something. We're close. This is quite awkward. Aha, we did it. Just took a bit of awkward adjustment. But we got out, so now hopefully I should be able to open this. Oh look, it's my dream catcher. Locked in a cabinet. Okay, interesting. I wonder. Nothing out there but clouds. Can I hang it here somewhere? Looks like no. Can't do anything with this. Nothing out there but clouds. Okay, well let's try going out of this room then. There was another room here, wasn't there? There's one opposite. Wow. Wow. This room's utterly destroyed. Let's try that there. Launch the Dreamcatcher out into the night. And what's this now? Someone being dragged along the ground. What's it all about? Oh, we're awake again. I wonder how long we've been... that man, who was he? Did I do something? Hopefully not. That's where we're going to stop for today, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed. I managed to get this working. It turned out there was something leaning on one of the keys, by the way, that stopped me from saving my game. But we fixed that, so yeah. Yeah. So that's going to be where we finish for today. I hope you've enjoyed more Darkness Within in pursuit of Loath Nolder. We'll be back with the next part of that fairly soon, I'm sure. For now, though, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. If you've enjoyed that, please feel free to hit that like button and maybe add a subscription too. Thank you very much, and goodbye for now. Eventually, just one sec. If everything would stop.